Okay, so definitely no intros or outros for this video or channel tonight, but if any of you guys truly care about my content on this channel, on this YouTube account, if you truly care about my stuff, my content, reaction reviews, commentary, segment reviews, reaction review, commentary, wild, insane, out of the blue videos, please like, share, comment, hit the bell notification. If you truly give a lucky raps left or right for rapids, dairy, or stuff about my stuff, subscribe, please subscribe. Just in case my old school people out there, just in case the YouTube algorithm screwed me over and messed around with me, the algorithm's messing with my channel, throttling the crap out of my channel badly, just in case. My old school fanboys, fangirls, my subscribers out there, my real OG people out there, my watchmen, woman on the wall, my peoples out there, my fanatics, audience retention people, my followers, my reviewers, everyone else in between, especially my OG fans, my classic old school fan audience retention, real OG followers, my viewers. I had my back since day freaking one. I'm ready to come back along with me in this adventure and journey again, but if not, it's totally understandable, totally get it, totally all good in the hood. It's all bright and bushy tail, called classy, all gravy, all slashy, everything else in between, totally calm, cool, collective, and chill, peaceful with that, just in case. I know there's 80, 90 billion of people, a million of the world's other individuals in the world that watch besides me. Totally alright. Anyways, this one, I know I'm like a week and a half late in this bitch, but Yuji versus Denjji, this one, the last death battle that they did was late May. I think it was early June 1st, so earlier this week. By the time you guys see it's going to be a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday by the time this video gets out, because I want to do that God of War Lyufi reaction that they did and the Sony State of Play and the Summer Games Fest. I heard a lot of people didn't like that one. It was really, really garbagey and shitty as hell. And starting to bring that wokeism, feminist bullshit again, unfortunately. It's not because they said that female model chick was a super beautiful, hot-ass female, super smexy, hot Playboy OnlyFans model level of sexiness and prettiness too in real life, but the game developers, whatever SJW snowflake motherfuckers that run California and all that shit, unfortunately, they fucked it up. So I'm not surprised. And they say Kratos may not even be in the game at all, period, which is even sadder. So unfortunately, it sucks because I grew up playing a lot of old school God of War games on the PS2 and PS3, even the PS4 games. So it was the last one that I played. That shit emotionally really pissed me the freaking goddamn hell off. So I really hope that I'm gonna make it super woke and super all third wave, fourth wave, fifth wave as when they hate all men are best, all men are evil, all men are cancer type of shit. I'm gonna go with that fucking message and go fuck right off. So San Studios, you fucked that up, man. They're gonna have a lot of old school, millennial old school people that grew up with the games, even some Gen Zers that grew up playing the God of War series, extremely angry as fuck. Really, really pissed off about that. Even the Domino's Pizza company said something about it, and I actually have a story on that too. I only got like 3 news article stories I want to talk about, but without yapping your guys' ears off, without stalling BSing around. Only 1.6 million views or 1.5 million views, so I thought it'd be like 2 or 4 million views by the time I was going to react to it. But anyways, truly getting into this. I know it's getting darker out now too, so halfway through the video, I'm bringing it to turn the light on in the background. All right, let's go. And it's going to be a lot more faster too, 1.20 or 1.30. I'm going to have it on, so link to the original video in the description box below.
Yuji
Let's get into it.
Denjji, the vessel of Sukuna versus the Chainsaw Man. He's with
Yep.
I'm Boomstick, and it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
If Yuji Itadori was one thing, he
I know
was...
I reacted to the previews already from last week, but holy hell, man. Really hoping the dude from Chainsaw Man wins, man. I'm praying he wins. Denjji wins over Yuji, but after seeing the Yuji one from Jujutsu Kaisen, I have a feeling, unfortunately, he's going to end up winning. And I don't know that much about the Jujutsu Kaisen anime compared to the Chainsaw Man anime series and the movie series that I've seen itself. Became a way more bigger fanboy of that. And I'm a grown-ass man in my early to late 30s. And that shit was a lot more cooler than Jujutsu Kaisen. It just feels like another wannabe Naruto, One Piece, fairy tale anime thing that they're trying to appeal more to Gen Z or Gen Alpha. So instead of the old school boomer people like me, I grew up with the super old school 80s, 90s shit back in the day. And I wasn't alive in the 80s, but I did see a lot of 80s anime and early 90s anime. I used to give an old school Toonami and Adult Swim back in the day. So, all right, let's go.
As his grandfather lay dying, he made Yuji promise
I
to
remember
help
seeing
others
all
and
this,
not to
but
die alone.
they
The
only
promise
showed
Yuji would keep
first
by
3 or
joining
4 minutes
Jujutsu.
on the freaking preview. So after that, I don't know what they're going to say about
Hey,
this one.
a school for up-and-coming sorcerers training to rid the world of curses. Essentially monsters manifested by humanity's fears, hatreds, and anxieties. Just one problem for Yuji. Unlike everybody else, he didn't have a magical curse technique. Oh no, he had something way worse. After consuming a cursed finger, like a
I
literal
remember
finger,
seeing that.
Yuji became possessed by its original owner, the king of curses.
I just want to get to the part where they showed the other part where, no offense to you guys that didn't watch it, but I just want to get to the part where I haven't seen any of it yet. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, and we're back now, so hopefully this is stuff I didn't see.
How many has Yuji ever done in a row, you ask? 7.
Okay, I didn't see any of this, so this is all brand new.
Nastiest thing about Yuji's punches. Because another soul resides in his body, Yuji learned how to target the soul
Oh, no, wait.
itself,
I've seen
doing
this fight
damage to
before.
opponents who could
Like I said, no offense to the guys that haven't seen it yet, but I still want to get to the part where I haven't seen any of the stuff yet.
in Yuji's life was orchestrated by the body.
Okay, I didn't see none of this. This is all super new.
In order to resurrect Sukuna.
I already saw the preview ones of both of these, so that's why I had to skip a little bit. I might have to skip a little of the other one too for Chainsaw Man.
Bring about the curse apocalypse. In Yuji's eyes, something he was completely responsible for. And so, having failed his grandfather, Yuji's outlook
I
shifted.
don't know what the hell the anime manga series is about at all.
No longer would he fight to protect others, but to kill curses. And after Sukuna hopped bodies into Yuji's best pal Megami, the king of curses became numero uno on Yuji's shit list. Yuji's defeated powerful disaster curses like Hanami and Mahito, survived being slammed so hard he cratered the earth, and is comparable to sorcerers like Maki, who tanked getting rammed through entire mountain ranges. Yuji also learned how to use super advanced abilities like reverse curse technique to heal himself from crazy damage, like getting his torso shredded into chili. And in some other sorcerers' cases, even regrowing lost limbs. No, it takes a lot of energy to regenerate blood, so after going on a cursed object feeding frenzy, he learned how to manipulate his own blood to speed up his healing, or fire like a blood beam, or poison his blood beam. All of that combined made Yuji just tough enough to finally take on the king of curses, although greatly weakened after his...
Stupid ass edgy little Gen Z, Gen Alpha, Gen Beta freaking generation kid. You're probably going to watch it when you're 13, 18. We're not supposed to watch it, but then again, I used to do that shit all the time, so... I'm not a freaking holier than thou person myself either, unfortunately. I watch a lot of crazy, sane blood, gory, fucked up, violent ass, insane, wildly, really psychological, fucked up trauma anime that they had in the past in the late 90s or in the late 2000s or 2010s. It is what it is. As long as your parents aren't there to see you to watch it, then go for it. Because I ain't your dad or uncle. Just saying. You are going to pay the consequences later. I'll psychologically fuck you up later in the end, unfortunately. 30s, 40s, and up.
Victory against Gojo. Literally. Sukuna was still the de facto strongest being alive. But after hitting him with a black flash, Yuji actually copied Sukuna's main ability. Gojo's plan all along. This was Prime. With it, Yuji can slice apart any surface he touches. And he's flesh to the ground beneath him, even the boundary between two souls in one body. Enough hits can even cause those two souls to separate. Like a souped-up version of his normal punches. Even better, Yuji finally gained access to the most powerful weapon in any sorcerer's arsenal. A domain expansion. Basically a pocket dimension created by the sorcerer where their ability will hit no matter what. No contact needed. If you're trapped in Yuji's domain, you're getting sliced to ribbons. With all his power and training and righteous fury, Yuji severed his soul from Megami's body, freeing his friend from the demon's clutches. But not before offering Sukuna one last chance at redemption, which he rejected before dying because, well, evil, leaving Yuji to grow into one of the most fearsome sorcerers in history. Turns out the cursed objects that Yuji consumed made him part cursed and slowed his aging to a crawl, giving him decades of training and battle experience.
They kind of had like the fountain of youth thing or whatever. He was never able to age old and ancient, decrepit old man. He gets to stay as young as he wants. It's forever almost. He found immortality. That's what it is when he ate that curse ring. That's creepy as hell.
Mastered blood manipulation to pull off black flashes at will and shredded entire cities apart with Shrine. Just like Gojo and Sukuna before him, he became the strongest. But what actually makes someone truly strong? For Sukuna, it was the power to stand alone atop all others. But to Yuji, it was the opposite. The only reason he had survived as long as he had was because of the mercy and sacrifice of his friends. So Yuji brought together friends and allies, new and old, to create a world eventually free from curses entirely. Fulfilling not...
Alright, hold on. I started turning the light on. I was getting way extra dark, so I'll be back in a quick microsecond. Hold up. Okay, so we're back. Got the nice little like LED house light thing on, and let's keep going.
Just Gojo's wish, but his grandfather's as well. Because if Yuji Itadori was one thing, he was strong.
Power.
Wiz, if there are two truths.
Okay, so this is the other one for Chainsaw Man.
This world, two universal constants.
Alright, so I'm gonna have to fast forward a little bit because I already seen most of this part already. I think it's like the 4th minute. I'll probably know what's going on. Oh, okay. That one I didn't see there. Alright, hold up a second. Okay, so I finally got to the part where I already watched the previews and all that stuff. This one, I don't have any other crazy information with the episodes and the movies and the stuff that Death Battle is going to be referenced to after this. So this is a whole new other thing for me now. Now it's the real reaction again. And then we finally get to the freaking actual fight. Alright, let's keep going.
Chainsaws from any surface of his body. Or swing him around on massively long Chainsaw Man. Man, that's so cool. It helps that Denjji is incredibly powerful, capable of
You
lifting
guys can read all that part on your own. You can pause it if you want.
cars, surviving being blasted through several buildings, and moving way faster than the eye can see. And if he happens to get torn apart by some ornery devil, no biggie, because he can regenerate from just about anything. Denjji has survived being sliced to pieces, having his head torn off, being dipped in demonic stomach acid for hours, and even getting his heart ripped out. Haven't we all? Chainsaw Man didn't regenerate his heart. Oh no, his heart regenerated a Chainsaw Man. Even separating Denjji and Pochita won't stop them. When Denjji was stuck in this alternate dimension, he and Pochita still possessed a metaphysical connection with their stomachs. While his healing factor can be overtaxed, all he needs to do is drink some blood and he's back to full health. And considering that chainsawing devils apart is basically an infinite blood exploit, he almost never runs out. Only limited by the violence-induced psychotic frenzy he enters in combat. Well, he's not actually crazy. Denjji might be,
still never
but he
gets
definitely
old.
is an under-socialized
Those
moron.
crazy, graphic, fucked up, bloody, violent, gory parts. Oh, they never get old. Always makes that fucking stomach turn on a getaway. Like I'm about to bomb or throw up. I can do that in front of you guys.
But he's surprisingly clever in combat. Almost always thinking outside the box and coming up with so dumb they're brilliant strategies to take on devils that should be too strong for him. In short, Denjji was the perfect soldier and was rewarded for his efforts with something that began to resemble a happy life. The stern older brother, Power, the bratty younger sister, and Makima, his boss, and the girl of his dreams. All Denjji had to do to finally score with that dead-eyed redhead was to kill the most fearsome devils in existence, like the Typhoon Devil who created a massive hurricane, or the...
I don't know if it's the same ones that made the anime manga series for Attack on Titan, or the same dude that anime manga, like Japanese company that created the anime series for it, or the manga series for it. It's the same dude behind that. They're same directors, producers, a colorist, and art designers and art animators that made that anime that made Chainsaw Man. I don't know. I'm about to go on the wiki fandom to look at that show. Who knows?
Bomb Devil who could blow up most of a city, or the Gun Devil who could travel around the world and kill over 1 million people in about 5 minutes. But plot twist, he had to kill Makima too, because she was secretly the Control Devil, one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Everything she told Denjji was a lie.
I remember seeing that part in the movie. I'm surprised. Unless I skipped over that part, or I fell asleep on that part. I don't know.
Life he created, the family he made, all of it was designed to be torn down. All with one
goal.
To force Denjji to break his contract with Pochita and become her servant. Order 66ing every devil she didn't like. But when Denjji did break, Pochita took over.
I remember hearing that little organization, Order of 66.
She might look cute and cuddly, but the Chainsaw Devil is one of the strongest and scariest dudes in the universe, capable of tearing through hordes of devil hybrids like nothing. More than enough to give Denjji his opening to beat Makima by cutting her up into sashimi and eating her whole. A very similar solution to the Chainsaw Devil's most powerful ability. Anything Pochita eats gets deleted from existence. Yeah, like it never happened in the first place. World War II? Gone. AIDS? Nada. Nuclear friggin' bombs? A light tasty afternoon snack, thank you very much. Forgive me, chainsaws. I knew not your power. He also ate the Death Devil. Yes, Denjji ate death, which means no one on Earth could die. Oh, you think that's messed up? Let's talk about his next romance, Asa. A sweet, shy, awkward girl, perhaps Denji's one true love, except for the fact that she shares a body with Makima's sister, Yoru, the War Devil, who herself is in love with the greatest warmonger of them all, the United States of America. And Yoru was determined to use her love of the USA to drown the world in a ceaseless hurricane of blood. Denjji, buddy, you ever considered maybe switching to guys or something? Because every single woman you meet has tried to kill you. It was in Denji's climactic battle with the War Devil that his and Pochita's bond finally matured, giving Denjji full control of the Chainsaw Devil's power. A kind of Denjji man, I guess, which he used to kick the War Devil's ass. And she was no joke, strong enough to shoot Pochita from across the globe with a near light speed 2-ton bullet from the goddamn Statue of Liberty. Better yet, Yoru was so powerful she turned Oregon into a sword. Yes, the state of Oregon. Rumple the entire landmass into a blade, fly it over to Japan, and swing it at Denjji. And he matched its power. She also threw the American flag at him. The one on the moon. You know, the moon in space. In seconds. And he dodged it. With the whole world literally falling apart, Pochita realized that becoming Chainsaw Man made Denji's dream for a normal life impossible. Something Denjji was always too stubborn and selfish to realize until it was too late. So Pochita did what any good dog would do. Eat himself and erase the Chainsaw Devil from existence, creating a new world without him and leaving Denjji just Denjji. But maybe all this time, Denjji was enough. Being Chainsaw Man could not save his loved ones, but being Denjji could. Because, sure, life sucks and then, yeah, you'll die. But while you're stuck in between, chasing your dreams with your buds can help make life worth living.
Bam. That's some deep thought.
All right, the battle's about to start. But first, pitch calls are back. Yep. Hey, I'm Chad, the voice of Boomstick. And we've reopened Death Battle pitch calls on the Death Battle store. It's a...
And it's not an advertised or sponsorship, but I'm gonna fast forward a little bit faster.
For you to meet with men
As
the
you
freedom
see,
of
my
development,
links
pitches
are
for
about
people
download
want to see
from
over video.
the
That's right. A lot of the episodes we're working on right now are being made because of a pitch. But to give each pitch the time it needs, there is a limited number available. So grab them quick before they're gone. Last time we sold out in just under an hour, which absolutely blew our minds. Death Battle pitches are available right now on our website, DEATHBATTLE.Chainsawman. It's kind of like our own private Patreon with a bunch of extra stuff in every episode of Death Battle ever. If you're a website member, you get first dibs. First it'll be available to chroniclers, then archivists, and so on. Plus, members get a free sweet discount on the store. What's the big deal? Let's get to the battle, but don't forget to grab your pitch at DeathBattle.GG. Okay, Superhuman is legitimately the...
Alright, hold on. Or shitty commercials now, so I'll be back in a quick second. Alright, let's see who's gonna win it. It's either gonna be the Denjji fool from the Chainsawman anime movie series, or it's gonna be the guy, Yuji guy. I feel feeling unfortunate he's gonna end up being the winner over Denjji, so it's gonna be sad. Even though anime manga is the only thing I really care about more than anything in the world besides video games and music and sometimes corn occasionally. Not always, but sometimes. And a couple other things out there. I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but you've been on my channel for many years. You know what I'm into, what I absolutely hate with a fucking passion, what I absolutely love with a passion. So, if it's Yuji, yeah, that's a bitch. That's this fucking video fucking sucked ass. But if it was Denjji, then the video's gonna be amazing for me. It'll be awesome. So, hopefully the Chainsaw Man and Chainsaw Women fans are gonna be on my side. Hopefully this guy wins, and if not, we're gonna be heartbroken, unfortunately. So let's see. Jump into it.
The combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities. It's time for a death battle!
I didn't know they put him in the Fortnite. I think they put the Chainsaw Man fools in Fortnite, but I didn't know they put all the Jujutsu Kaisen people there. Yuji and freaking Fortnite. That's weird. Unless that was just a stupid little TikTok meme or something. I don't know. Here we go. Let's jump into it, man. She's gonna put normal this time. See how crazy as hell this bitch is gonna be. Let's see if he wins it. If he doesn't win it, it'll be heartbroken.
You're fine.
Yuji wins it. I can see why, because they're both super immortal beings. So both of them are tied to have all men to live immortality forever, and they can never die. So they're like demigods or gods in their own scary, fucked up entity way. So they both can't ever die in their own anime universes. But one of them's gonna die today, and the other one ends up winning. Let's see
my fault. I've never felt such weird cursed energy like his before. Say your prayers.
Uh-oh, here we go. Fight. Alright.
You're a chainsaw curse?
Jump into it, baby. Let's do it.
I'm the hero
Uh-oh.
Kicker
Woo!
magnet to chick, half man, half devil, chainsaw.
Woo!
Finish this. Chainsaw is the death.
Oh, good recovery there. Oh, smacked him freaking nuts. Boiling. Oh, it's like it was in his body too, for going back to life. Alright, so the same super time. Woo! Oh, let's go. Alright, I like that. Hold on, the top of the thing starts with music. I might support them.
Wait for it. I realized you had two cursed energy sources in one body, so I separated them.
What?
Speaking of,
Man, you just still do that. Oh! Alright. Oh! Jeez. Wow. Oh! Let's go. Let's beautiful. Oh, it comes to that other different portal dimension they're talking about. Oh! No freaking way. Oh! Uh-oh. Woo! Dang! He was going hard and dang, bro. Okay. Oh! Oh no, it's supposed to hide. What? So he broke his stuff. I thought he was going to do them after that. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh. This is some nice work and shit, though. Oh, he's still able to survive that. What? Oh, crap. Okay. What's that? Oh, that jump kick is cool. Oh my god. Okay. He's just super powerful as this other sword. Is it going to be a tie game or something or what? That's well if it's a tie.
And a curse, brothers.
Wait, what?
You don't see that every day.
Wait, you kidding me for real?
All
Did he
right,
win?
Pochita. I wonder if that burger
He
place is
won.
still open.
Yes! Yeah!
If
Got him.
Yuji Itadori was one thing, he was strong.
Yes, my boy
Just
Denjji won
not
it.
strong enough
Yes.
today.
Let's freaking go. I'm so happy he won it. So satisfied, excited that Death Battle didn't take out my boy Denjji from freaking Chainsawman. So I was rooting for this one way more. Sorry for the people that like Jujutsu Kaisen a lot. Denjji, it's damn shame your boys for all the Jujutsu Kaisen fans, just hardcore Denjji fans. We were hoping he was going to win over Denjji, but you guys fucking lost. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, maybe if they put another Death Battle character from those anime series from Chainsaw Man on Jujutsu Kaisen again in the future, maybe the Jujutsu Kaisen characters will win that time. Who knows?
Let's break this down into 4 chapters.
speed it up
Their
a little
speed,
bit, man.
skill, abilities, and power. First off, who was faster?
Let's speed it up real fast because I don't really care too much about this. So some of you guys are into science and all that shit. Quantum physics, you might care about it.
Yuji's greatest speed feat is the Black Flash. In order to apply cursed energy within 1 microsecond of a strike, Yuji would have to move and react at over 900 times the speed of sound.
happy he
Insanely
got the
fast. But remember that time Denjji dodged that flag that Yoru summoned from the moon? You know, the one that's over 200,000 miles away? Considering Denji's position from start to impact, all while in the midst of a fast-paced battle, this must have happened in a matter of seconds. Well, lowball it and say 10. Though it'd probably have to be faster to use against Denjji in a fight. This means the flag must have been moving over 12% the speed of light. Over 100 times faster than the Black Flash. Now, Yuji has gotten significantly stronger since adolescence, but we know for a fact that in Jujutsu Kaisen, relativistic speeds are something humanity has explicitly not yet achieved. So it's pretty clear that Denjji takes speed. However, Yuji has made a career out of going up against enemies far out of his league by relying on his skill. And what a career it's been! He defeated the King of Curses all before he was even an adult, and he continued to train and master his Jujutsu techniques for decades. Whereas Denjji, while certainly a clever, unorthodox fighter, would often get by due to his sheer stubbornness and durability more than anything else. With Yuji's greater experience and martial arts combined, he was definitely the more skilled fighter. What wasn't as clear-cut was who had the better abilities. Specifically, how well they can cut each other and how well they can heal from being cut. So I guess it's their cut ability. Both could survive pretty insane wounds, so Denji's double healing factor was superior. The most Yuji has ever healed were some big slashes against his stomach. And while other similarly powerful sorcerers like Gojo could regenerate lost limbs, Denjji could regenerate almost all of his body from a single cord pull. That being said, Yuji's soul targeting attacks have done lasting damage against those with superior healing like Manito. Not just that, but literally splitting 2 souls apart. That's how he beat Sukuna, and he could potentially do the same thing to break apart Denjji and Pochita. However, it's not so simple. Sukuna was already severely weakened at the time, and it took Yuji several hits to separate him and Megumi. And on top of that, even if Denjji and Pochita were split up, we know they keep a metaphysical connection when apart. In fact, they were split up when they were fighting Makaba, and they had no problem rejoining. No reason they couldn't do it again here. However, Denji's healing factor isn't unlimited. He'll need blood to heal eventually, and the range and speed of Yuji's slashes would force Denjji to tank them to get up close. Even if he could, Yuji's healing factor wouldn't last nearly as long against Denji's chainsaws, but then Yuji could back off, Denjji chase him, and so on. Like an unstoppable force meeting an immovable object, neither had a clear edge in ability. So what it ultimately came down to was power. Who could do the most damage and wear the other guy down first? Yuji slicing apart an entire city is one of the most impressive feats in all of Jujutsu Kaisen. By measuring the clouds of dust created in his attack's wake, we can estimate he launched over 5.5 million tons of debris into the air. That kind of force is equivalent to over 3 megatons of TNT, comparable to a hydrogen bomb. But unfortunately for Yuji, while he could cut apart a city, Denjji was Oregon level. The state of Oregon is the 9th largest in the Union by total area, nearly 100,000 square miles. By estimating its volume, Yoru compressed a mass weighing over 750 trillion tons. One swing from that sword came with an energy of over 30,000 megatons of TNT, which is like 10,000 hydrogen bombs. And not only did Denjji survive a swing, he straight up overpowered it. That's insanely strong, but not inconsistent. Like the time Yoru fired that globe-spanning near-light-speed bullet from the Statue of Liberty. Sure, Yuji's city was
other people are going to be fighting that battle next time.
Was done casually, but so was Yoru crumpling Oregon. Yuji's dismantles would need to be 1,000,000% stronger to do significant damage to Denjji, especially with Denji's OP healing factor too. Denjji takes the final edge in power. All Denjji needed was one good hit to finish the fight. And with this far greater speed, it was only a matter of time. What can I say, Yuji? Denji's just got that dog in him. The winner is Denjji, the Chainsaw Man.
Yeah.
Next time
Let's see who the next one's gonna win it. I hope it's good. It was not shitty like last time. Where's it gonna be? Is it gonna be a finale, or is it gonna be more after that? Man, is that the dude from freaking Superman?
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle.
Hey, who the heck is that? Superboy Prime. Oh, I thought it was gonna be Superman's evil version of stuff like Bizarro or something. Superboy Prime. I've never heard of that one. I think I heard of the Sentry before, but I don't know who Superboy Prime is. He's got to be related to the Supermans and all that shit. Because I know it's like a whole DC universe where they always talk about, oh, they're all interconnected. There's universe 51 universe, there's 51 planets of Earth or whatever. But the Sentry I've heard a few times before in the past. I don't know about Superboy though, so I'm gonna have to go on Wiki Fandom to see what that is. I don't know if I may or may not react to that one. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see in the future. If not, it doesn't interest me that much. I'm just gonna skip that one. But if it have a fascination on, because I've heard of that one, the Sentry, a couple times in the DC Universe lore and the DC movies and DC cartoons. I never really seen what he looked like though. They only talked about him a few times. And there's so many iterations, so many versions of Superman already. So I don't know.
Thanks for watching.
Let's see what else is gonna be.
Power crunch. Incredible.
Be back in a quick, fast microsecond. Hold on, real second, guys. I promise. All right, so yeah, ladies and gentlemen, overall thoughts, views, opinions, vibes, feelings, hot takes, all types of takes, out of box takes. Hopefully not controversial, messed up takes. Like I always do say, what's it called? Bullet points. What else? Worldview, speculations, top of the hat, top of the dome, cranium. Neurons going the hell off. Real raw thoughts now. Oh, and I almost forgot to say the other one. What was it called? Tipping more scales and all that good shit. True thoughts. Let's see. So freaking glad this was not wasting my time in video that my boy Denjji from the Chainsawman anime series and the movie series, he ended up being the victory. He won this fight, he won a fair score, and I'm so freaking glad he got it. Like I said before, I'll say it again, all you guys, fanboys, fangirls, grown men, grown women are still like animes even in their 30s, 40s like me, or beyond. I'd be crazy if fools in their 60s and up like anime, but maybe in the future in 20, 40, 50, that'll be a thing. My age gets to like 50, 60 years old by that point, who knows? But, whew, I'm so happy, man. I feel real bad for all the Yuji Naka and Yuji Naka. Yuji, those dudes from the, the Jujutsu Kaisen fans, anime manga series. Man, he must have been so crushed as hell when he saw this video. Oh, it must have been painful seeing your freaking little Lord and Savior guy in that anime lose. Man, hopefully better luck next time. If they ever do, like I said before, I'll say it again. I know I sound like a broken speech record, but maybe if they do another Jujutsu Kaisen, another Chainsaw Man person like they did before. Because they did it last year with the other guy from Hero Academia versus another Jujutsu Kaisen. I think he was the villain, though. He wasn't the hero. So maybe they'll do another villain one instead of the hero this time. Versus another villain from Chainsaw Man. Maybe they'll do that next year in 2027 or 2028. Who knows? But as far as this whole thing goes, I'm so freaking glad my boy got the victory. He got the W. He won this freaking fight fair and fucking square. I'm so freaking glad. The music sounded good, like I hope I said before. I say it again. I say it every time I do the Death Battle video reaction review segment, commentary, hype reaction, video vlogs, and all that shit. I really hope the YouTube thing doesn't give me a copyright claim or copyright strike or community guidelines strike for the music and all background, because I'd be really fucking pissed if that happened. But other than that, oh my god, it's so cool to see this, man. All the lore mystery behind the other stuff, the Jujutsu Kaisen one, yeah, some of it was interesting. Some of it I've seen it before in like other anime manga arcs from Shonen Jump, because Shonen Jump anime series are mainly meant for, I know, little kids and teenagers and preteens and all that. I really meant for grown people and adults in their 20s or 30s or 40s or 50s or 60s and up when they're senior in their 70s, 80s, 90s and all that. It's mainly meant for younger little kids than it is for grown-ass adults, but this one has a lot of blood, gore, and guts and violence, so this one could be for grown-ass adults or maybe college students and all that. Who knows? Or older than that. Who the hell knows? That's crazy. The whole lore behind it's insanely wild, ma. The dimension stuff is pretty crazy. Like, all the whole origin story is crazy. Oh, man. And they even had a little bit of real life stuff from, which I didn't know, because I didn't watch all the episode things. I only watched half of the episodes for the anime manga series for Chainsaw Man. I didn't watch all of them. I still got to watch the other half of them. I watched all 2 of the movies already, which was really awesome. I should. But I don't remember them saying that part, like stuff about NASA and spaceships and all that stuff, and the American flag on the moon, and the state of Oregon being turned into a blade. I never heard about those parts, so I'm going to have to go back and watch the other half of the Chainsaw Man episodes I missed out on. So I get the full concept of what they were talking about. So that one was a shocker to me. I don't remember that part in the movie. Or that part in the anime series. I must have missed that one out pretty fucking fast. Oh man, but the way they were doing backs and kicks, I feel like that dude Yuji from Jujutsu Kaisen had a lot more physical brute strength than the other one did, Denjji. He's a lot more of a like his human form. He was just a weak, frail, like perverted little like freaking, like they say for Gen Zers and Alphas, instead of like fappers, they call them gooners and, you know, edgers and shit like that. When they look up corn and hentai and all that shit. It was just a miserable like Reddit 4chan incel fool. But when he gets his super demonic demon powers, when he becomes Chainsaw Man, he becomes super OP, a polar opposite of that. Freaking character's just badass. And then the Yuji one, it looks like he just stays in the same character the whole time, but he gets a lot more evil and crazier and darker, more extra scary demonic than the other two characters is. And the last little thing I say, the graphic effects look good on this. It looks like they did like the animation art style from like that Invincible show. It looks a little bit like Invincible and other, what's it called besides Invincible? Kind of looks like that a little bit. Not Fortnite, but it was another one like that, an Apex Legends sort of thing. Like comic art style, Marvel Rivals sort of like art style animation a little bit they did. So I love the art style animation they did for this thing. Out of the freaking the light flashing, even though they had a lot of boom light flashing, like forget the freaking name of the grenade ones, like flash grenade symbols and all that stuff. It was really, really bright in some parts. So some people got, fortunately, epilepsy. I should have said it in the beginning, but I didn't know they were going to throw flash bomb grenades and that shit. You guys that have epilepsy, unfortunately, hopefully you guys didn't get seizures and that shit while you were watching this thing with me. Last small little thing I'll say is this. The voice acting for both the sides, even though there wasn't the real voice, English dub voice actors for Yuji and Denjji, because I know both those voice actors sound way extra different. So whoever did like the parody versions of the voice actors for Yuji and Denjji, you guys did a round of applause. 10 out of 10. Great Goku's Kamehameha Wave. Did Sasuke Uchiha's Chidori attack. You did Cheesecake Factory levels. Cheese fucking take. 10 out of 10. 12 out of 10. 100% Metacritic. 100% Rotten Tomatoes score. Pure freshness. Professionally good ass job of the voice acting for both these characters. So you guys did a super expertise level of perfectness with the voice acting for both these anime manga characters. So good on you, both of you guys. Whoever did the voice acting from both of you deserve all the credit and praise. Hopefully Death Battle, you guys got paid a thick chunk of money for that, because you did a really good above and beyond job with that voice acting talent both you guys have. All right, and that's it. That's the video here. I'm done with this thing. And that's it. I'll do like story articles, reaction reviews, article stuff later on at the end. Well, not at the end, but in the next video. And that's it. I'm done here. Stay on the grind, stay easy, stay safe, stay healthy, be easy with yourself, be sound like sauerkraut, let's see you epic, wonderful, amazing, beautiful, badass people on the flip side. Stay safe, stay also. I'll see you guys whenever videos and commentaries get made. Stay tuned, more videos get uploaded and posted. And stay safe, stay awesome and wonderful. I'll see you guys next time. All right. Take it easy. Peace. Deuces. Goodbye. I'm out. See you soon. Late. I'm gone. Stay safe and have a good ass summer. Later. I'm out of here. See you soon.